What is up, YouTube? How are you doing? A long time no see. How are you guys doing? Now, we got another banger from MacDonald over here. Unfortunately, I couldn't financially was able to buy his albums as much as I would want to that he did. But if you dropped his albums, please let me know that you got them. And please, once you guys find them out, come back to this video and tell me how you liked them. Now, Tom just put out a video today saying Goodbye Joe. And it's by Tom, and it also features his girlfriend, Nova. I do want to give some props out to Nova. The past few songs that Tom has released, she's been featured on there, and I want to give her props to it. As an up and coming artist, it's hard getting out there. It's hard being able to go into an audience, especially if you're going into an audience like Tom's. Because Tom has a reputable name. I'm not sure if she feels this way, but if I was hers, I wouldn't want to mess it up. It's more of that type of nature that I would feel if I went onto a bigger platform where I have to kind of keep myself entwined so I don't mess up their name and deal with all the repercussions of that and all that. But, I think she's figured out all of her ways of doing that, and, Tom's her guideline, and, pretty much gives her all of the freedom and willpower to do what she needs to do, what she wants to do, but also do it in the correct way, form, and fashion. Because certain things respond in the music industry versus other things that don't. And it's something that I'm learning to this day, and it's something that you learn every single minute of the day when you're becoming an artist. Just like as a guitarist myself, you're learning things every single day. You can go try to be James Hetfield, Kirk Hammett, you can try to go be Slash. You can reach those levels, but they're automatically going to surpass you because they're still learning things to this day. There's still things that they're still learning that they don't know how to play. Even though we might learn them, they're still learning it. We still have to catch up to them and play catch-up process. That's pretty much what the music industry is. That's pretty much what any job profession is. But music industry is very much harder and respectable once you get in the industry because you see how much work and time these artists do put in and do automatically divide their attention to because of the fact it's like my cousin DK, he's an artist. He's one of the top all-around artists in Massachusetts, and he produces. That's his side job technically, if you put it that way. He's a teacher. His side job, and he makes roughly around the same amount of money that he does as a teacher, but the time and passion when I go to see him, he's still talking to me, but he's working on his music. It's really interesting to see exactly how much time and passion these people take, and watching him in his little mode of editing, doing the stuff on Logic. That's one of the softwares that musicians use as Logic Pro X or FL Studios. It shows a lot to see exactly the amount of dedication that they take to making these music videos. And so now as an artist, you get to see all of these. You have a little bit more gained respect for them because of how much one song takes. Like, I remember my cousin, he was working on a song for months. But he was working on multiple songs and for an album or an EP, which is an abbreviated album. So I have a lot more respect of this. Other than that, let's get on to this. It's Goodbye Joe by Tom MacDonald and Nova Rockefeller. Let's get this thing going. This is my purely good reaction. Goodbye, Joe. Ha ha. Bye-bye out of the White House. Go eat your ice cream in the basement.
America is going and smoke. This ain't the way I thought it would be. The White House full of evil folks. Americans ain't free no more. They don't respect folks like...
The White House is full of evil people. 100%. Look at AOC. Look at Ilhan Omar. Look at all those people who want... Look at even Mitch McConnell. Like, and it's like, I'm not saying what party I am. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell. But, you know, it's pretty mind-blowing to me that, you know, this society has become to the way of where this used to not be any issues, but it feels like every single person has made it their issue in their lives to go be an activist. And I mean, like, cool, you all have your rights to do so. Some of the ways that these people do it, like rioting, protesting, peacefully protesting, and all the other ways, they don't really, you know, it feels like they just don't care about this country. And ultimately, I do think that this country, even though we wouldn't, I feel like we all should get along. But that's not gonna fucking happen. And the reason why is because if we all got along together, then we would start picking out each other. And then it will turn into a mess. So, it's really crazy to me, and it's like, will this world ever, like, people keep asking, will this world ever be peaceful? Under this administration? No. Under Donald Trump's administration? He'll reduce it. Will it ever be wholly fixed as a whole? No. And it hurts me as someone who said that. Someone who just said that. To think that way and be, okay, well, you know, it's never going to be that way. Because you look over here and you look at Joe Biden, and he's calling people who care about this country, not saying that the Democratic Party doesn't care about its people, because obviously they do, but he's calling the opponent side human garbage. And I mean, like, can we have a peaceful fucking election season, or is that just, like, non-compromisable? Is that, like, not a thing, is not gonna happen? Because the other fact of the matter is like, you gotta look at it this way and be like, okay, well, you know, you're going through all this shit. To be honest, this is my first time voting this year. I'm 19. I never thought I would be witnessing what happened in January of 2020, 21 happen. But I did. I got to witness it. It took my mind off of multiple different things and facets, and talking to multiple different people who were in there, and listening to so many voices who was there, even the lawyers who are representing the people who were arrested from that whole conflict. And it just goes to show that people, no matter what political side you're on, have a heart for each other. Yes, this was a huge tragedy. Yes, this was, you know, people making stupid mistakes overall, multiple different realms from multiple different areas and multiple different parties. It just goes to show you that people have a lack of respect for other human nature. And if there's one thing I do say under this nature before we get back into this video, it's always try and leave a good impression on somebody. Because you do not realize what that person's going through. You don't realize what that person is their next 5 minutes could be. You want them to reflect on that time and see that they cared about you. You want to make them feel good. You want to make them feel happy. It doesn't matter if you're on the opposite. It doesn't matter if you're on the opposite political party. It doesn't matter if I'm a conservative and you're a liberal. We may not see eye to eye on certain things, but guess what? Because we care about each other, because I care about you, even though you may not care about me, that has to be the old wide world difference of why we cannot be friends, or why I cannot care about you and show my love to you. fucking crazy. Let's keep on going. Sorry for going on a tangent.
The way we're treated ain't been fair. Fake news on every TV. 4 years we've been in this nightmare. Why they killed American dreams. We can't afford our lives here. Rent, food, and gasoline. Colors don't run and I only warn you once. Buddy, don't tread on me. I won't forget the ones who died for our freedom, and I ain't gonna hand it back. No, no, no. If liberty and justice ain't enough to believe in, then get out of here and don't look back. Go, go, go. We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you with a good Lord split you. Wave goodbye to Joe. We love our land. If you ain't
I love this part. I love this part of the song and what it does. Keep in mind that I'm just the first time reacting to it. Why it's called a reaction. But a few seconds ago, I didn't want to go on another 5-minute tangent. I wanted to actually play some of the song for you guys. But our economy is not going to... It is severely decreasing. And it goes to show that everybody's struggling. The left is struggling. The right is struggling. The middle is not even about lower, middle, high class anymore. It's the fact that every single American in this country is struggling when it comes to buying certain groceries, affording a home. Because guess what? Because I'm young, I don't know if Clamilton gets voted in, I don't know if I'll be able to buy a house under very soon like I want to. The reason why is because this economy is so fucked, and to be honest, Trump can't, in the meantime, fix it. He's not going to do all the things that needs to get it done to fully sustain it, because obviously we're going to have, in another 4 years or whatever, we're going to have to go through this bull crap again. But it's like, and people are like, and part of the reason why I don't like the election season, because people become too stubborn and too narrow-headed of, oh, I don't like Trump, so I'm just going to vote for Kamala. Well, do you like Kamala's votes? Do you like Kamala's policies? No. Then why are you voting for her? Well, because I hate Trump. Or just, I'm not going to fucking vote. Well, why aren't you going to vote? Because I don't feel like my voice is going to be heard? Dude, there's how many Americans in here? Each of your votes matter. It doesn't matter if you're over in Clamilton's side. It doesn't matter if you're over on Trump's side. But guess what? Your vote matters. Continue.
Buddy will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you with a good Lord split you. Burn someone else's flag.
America is losing hope, divided by the way we vote. This ain't the way that this all should be. We're fighting over memes and jokes. They're burning flags that we hold close. They think
we're fighting over memes and jokes. Things that could be said 15 years ago or 20 years ago in like the 1900s or 1990s, we can't say anymore. Like wrestling. Vince saying the N-word. If that happened now, guess what? All hell would break loose. You know, Stone Cold doing his beer bashes and all that in the ring after shows instead of having dark matches. You know, that wouldn't be happening. You know, just a lot of things wouldn't be happening if it happened, and it feels like we have to tread a white line, because it feels like our First Amendment is being butchered and not living freely because of the fact that we care so deeply about it, but we can't say exactly what we feel because we're going to have to fight left and right about it. And to be completely honest, some of us don't want to fucking do that. Some of us don't want to scream down people's face. Because guess what? As soon as someone disagrees, guess what's going to happen? They all go from 1 to 100 real quick, and then they lose all sense of competency. And then they start screaming down your throat, want to be the big person, you know. you get the point that I'm making. Let's continue.
The war's only overseas. The way we're painted ain't been fair. So what? You don't know me. You got something to say? Well, I'm right.
The way you painted, let's go back because I messed that up already. Clearly.
Been fair. So what? You don't know me. The way we're painted ain't been fair. So what? You don't know me.
The way we're painted don't make it fair. Something along the lines of that. I knew I already messed it up after watching it 3 different times. But, we're painted, we're painted, the Republicans and other people are painted to the nature that they don't feel is right. And I feel like that's just because of the toxicity of both political sides. And it's like, I stepped back. I was huge. I was not like a Destiny or a Vosh or whatever, but I was a big-ish. I gained a step back, and then I stepped back because it was getting too fucking toxic, and my family was telling me to pull back, and I didn't take their advice, and things happened, and then now because of that happening, I stepped back and saved my relationship with my family. If I continued that, I don't know where I would be with my family. Obviously, I knew my grandmother would love me. I knew my father would love me. My cousin Dakota, DK, he opened my eyes a lot into social media and all that, because I was just going full gung ho on social media and all that, and he, even though the way that he might have done it was not the way that I would have wanted it to happen, looking back at it, he did what he felt was necessary to keep me safe. And if you're watching to this point, DK, I want to say thank you. I know you're going through a lot right now, but thank you. Let's continue this video.
Got something to say? Well, I'm right here. Thank God for the freedom of speech. You like to claim I don't care, 'cause I ain't gonna bend no knee.
These colors don't run and I only warn you once. Buddy, don't tread on me. I won't forget the ones who died for our freedom, and I ain't gonna hand it back. No, no, no. If liberty and justice ain't enough to believe in, then get out of here and don't look back. Go, go, go. We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you where the good Lord split you. Wave goodbye to Joe. We love our land. If you ain't fans, buddy will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you where the good Lord split you. Burn someone else's flag. If you look close, you'll see America. But she don't look quite like she did. This ain't the country that our parents love, but I still hear her on the wind. We love our home, and if you don't, pack your bags, you're free to go. Don't let the big door hit you where the good Lord split you. Wave goodbye to Joe. We love our land. If you ain't fans, buddy will help you pack your bags. Don't let the big door hit you where the good Lord split you. Burn someone else's flag.
Wow. That was a good song. Tom, great job. I like your rap, but when songs like this come out, I have even more respect for you. It's because you're getting out of your comfort zone. You're toying with the other side of the music industry and making even more of a name for yourself. So remember, my name is The Mind of Z. You can find me on X at The Mind of Z1221. You can find me on Instagram, The Mind of Z1221. You can find me on TikTok, The Mind of Z. You can find me on YouTube on this channel. You can find me on Twitch at Mind of Z1221. And that's about it. This song was great. Loved it. See you guys next time. Peace.